Hi, I'm Yaswanth. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about a few important things, especially if you are a student or a job seeker. You need to know this because we are heading for a great recession that we have never witnessed so far. You might ask me what is actually recession. I have talked about it multiple times in my channel. Recession is all about economic slowdown. Companies will not get any business. Like if you can see in India, many of the MNC companies are delaying the joining for freshers and also laying off their existing employees. You might see these layoffs thing many places across the country and across the globe. The reason is simple, we are heading to a recession. I can say US is heading for a recession because when United States affect, ultimately the entire globe will affect. So that is the problem that we are facing because of the reason that recession is starting to take place in USA. So many of the Indian MNCs are not getting projects from US because most of our projects are based on United States, and that is the reason why we are not getting any projects, and which in turns result in delaying the joinings. If you can ask me, will this continue? I can say yes. In 2023, the reports are saying even Bank of America predicted that US may lose or US may cut down 1,75,000 jobs per month in 2023. It is a worst thing because it is not something that we like to hear, but that is the reality. There are many reasons which resulted in recession. The few are like the Russia-Ukraine war is something, and US Federate story is another thing. So there were many reasons out there. We are going to witness the Great Recession, that is for sure. But we need to be very careful about few things in order to stay protected during this recession time. The first thing, if you are a fresher, make sure you have at least 2 to 3 offers. Don't just rely on MNC companies because the situations are not good now. So try to make sure you have 2 offers, because if one company will not give you the joining or will not hire you, then ultimately you have other choice. So make sure you have at least 2 offers in your hand. That is very much important. And the second thing, don't try to take risk by resigning from your company to search for other jobs. Never do that. Only resign from your company when you have other offer in hand. And the other thing is, many people were planning for MS in US. We are witnessing it everywhere. As I said, Bank of America predicted that US may cut down 1,75,000 jobs per month from 2023. So make sure you are okay with all these things. I'm not against people who are going to MS, like that's completely your wish, but make sure you understand all the things. Like there are many people going to US these days. Make sure you are skilled enough. Don't just depend on consultancies, or don't just depend on someone or someone else will provide you employment or something, because the situations before COVID and situations currently are not the same. The US is heading into a recession, so there will be a job cut from 2023. So even US citizens may find it difficult to get jobs. So in these scenarios, are you confident that you will get a job? If it is yes, then ultimately you can get a job, because if you are skilled enough, like no recession or no layoffs will stop you. But make sure you're confident about yourself. Like instead of depending on someone, try to make sure you get a job during your course time. That is the best thing. Make sure you care for yourself. Make sure you are prepared for any kind of job. It might be coding job, it might be consulting job, it might be marketing job, whatever it might be. Make sure you are skilled enough and you are job ready, because situations are completely different now. Okay, if you are planning to pursue masters in US, not a big deal, because the career will be great. Once after you get a job there, that your career will be great, so that is for sure. But make sure you get a job without depending on consultancies or external factors, because jobs these days are different than how it used to be 3 years or 4 years before. Keep in mind all these things before choosing your career. Even if you got a job, even if you're placed in a company, make sure you have at least other offer in hand. So that will really help you a lot. Even for people who are trying for jobs in India, make sure you are skilled enough, because if you're skilled enough, like even though your company will fire you, then you can try for other companies, other startups or other product companies. So but research on the company. If it is completely service based, or if it is something which is loss making, then it won't make sense, because loss making companies are the companies which will terminate majority of their employees during recession time. So don't join in loss making companies just because they are offering you good pay. Research about your company multiple times before joining it. That is also an important thing. I hope you will find this video helpful. Please share this video in your network, especially for students or job seekers, because they need to hear this. Thank you for watching.